All right, it says it's live. Hmm. Hey, everybody, we're going to get started in a couple minutes. If you're having trouble hearing me, just send me a message. I want to make sure there's not any extra lag, or you can see me and hear me. Try to bear with us, guys.
This broadcasting song.
Progressing.
Yeah, from YouTube. If people want to actually talk on it, you have to invite them.
Oh, I just invited LaShondra. How do I invite like Nancy?
Where's Bobo? Where's Bobo? Where's Bobo? Daddy, where's Bobo?
Do I stop it and then?
Where's Bobo? Where's Bobo? Daddy, Daddy, where's Bobo? Where's Bobo?
I think he went upstairs.
Oh, invite people.
Yes.
Oh, do you want him to talk to you? Do you want him to talk to
I need her email address.
But Bobo want him to talk to you?
Go upstairs.
It should be off the.
Here? Oh, look there.
It's on the team page. And I just asked them for their email address.
Bobo? Hey, Bobo.
Should I take this right back? Or that Gmail. There's 2 viewers. Oh my goodness, it's starting.
Tell me to get out.
Get out. I don't like Jeremy watching me.
At least not for.
Not in person. Okay, everybody. Thank you for joining us Sunday for our Success Academy call. This is our first week of doing this. Last week was Mother's Day, and so this week we're trying to play catch up, weeks 1 and 2. This is my first Google Hangout, so if there are issues, I'm sorry. We're doing the best that we can, and I do have my Facebook up if you have questions about it. So first, we're kind of doing weeks 1 and 2, so we're catching up on 2 weeks. The first week was just an introduction to Success Academy. And so what is that? What does that mean? I know most of you have been hearing us talk about it and see us post about it, but you're like, what is it? So recently I started a 12-week accountability course with Todd Falcone. And in that course, it's basically, it's learning new skills, but it's all about weekly accountability. And one of the difficulties with having our own businesses is there is no accountability. Most of our lives, you know, we have some people telling us what to do, where to go, you know, who to see, and things like that. If you go to a job, they tell you what to do at your job. But having your own business, no one tells us what to do. You know, I can lay in bed and watch Netflix all day and no one's going to tell me to go work. And so I need that accountability. And so I have developed this program for our team. Okay, so this is an optional program that you can decide to participate in. This will be our Sunday group, and it'll be the same calls, exact same time. And I provide the documents that you need to print out for the following week and everything like that. And there's different elements involved in our Success Academy. And so every week we're going to be learning a new skill that is pertinent to your success in network marketing, stuff that you have to learn how to do to be a successful network marketer. We're going to have IT tips every week. So every week we're going to be learning different skills, or maybe you have specific questions or something specifically related to our It Works business. Every week there's going to be a challenge. So something that is going to help make you grow and stretch in your business. And we're just here to celebrate the wins. So whatever successes you're having, we're going to celebrate that, big or small. And I want to make it very clear that we're not competing with each other in this, that this is for you to be better than you were before and to help you grow in your business. And I think if you've been looking on the team page, you can see how much this is already helping other people's businesses. People are having a lot of success already with, you know, their activity trackers. And so we're very excited about that. I will say one word before I move on and go more into it. This isn't necessarily for the brand new distributor. This 12-week program is for people who are ready to take their It Works business to the next level. And some of it's kind of intense. And just a lot. And so it's stuff that we all need to be growing your business. But if you are brand new to It Works and you're brand new to the team and you've never done a business like this before, start with our 30-day checklist for the new distributors. Print off your steps to success sheet and get with your sponsor and go through that first, okay? So I'm just giving you that warning before we get started. So the first few things that I want to go, because we got to fit quite a bit into this hour that we have. The first things that I want to go through are the most important part of the Success Academy is our trackers. So every week, the activity tracker is in the team page, the file section. You're going to have a weekly activity tracker. Okay, so basically every day what you're going to do is you're going to tally and track your activities. And these are income producing activities that you need to be doing to grow your business. It is so easy just to get like on Facebook, and I'm scrolling through Facebook, and an hour later, you know, or 2 hours later, I have no idea how I'm spending my time. And so this activity tracker will call you out on what you are doing. But this is all stuff you need to be doing. Like, so what you do is it has the different activities and the days of the week. And so you just go and you just tally what you did that day of the week, okay? And so like we have blitzes. So how many blitz cards did you go and hand out today? We have number of calls. Yes, most of us have to get over that fear of picking up the phone and calling somebody. Number of party pad presentations. The party pad that is how we share our business. So if you are not doing the party pad presentation, you're not growing your business. Follow-ups. The fortune is in the follow-up. You have to learn how to follow up and be consistent in your follow-up. How many parties have you booked that day? How many number of new distributors and customers? How many texts and Facebook messages have you sent with the intent of sharing your business or opportunity with someone, okay? And then how many tummies did you wrap a day? Because that is how we grow our business, by wrapping people. And then I want you to check off every day that you do at least 3 business-related posts on Facebook or Instagram. And then I want you to check mark every day that you spend at least 30 minutes in personal development. And then every day, I want you to check mark every day that you spend at least 30 minutes exercising and using the It Works products. It's very important that we take good care of ourselves and we're using our products to be a product of the product. And so every week, I just want you to tally the total number of those that you have. And if this is just for you to keep track of where you've been and where you're going and maybe areas that you need to step up your game, okay? So those are all on the team page. And so this is the deal. This is the most important part with this whole thing. Every Monday at 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will do a Success Academy roll call. And everyone by noon has to get on and post their tracking points. So I don't care how much or how little it is, we get on and we post it because this is all about being accountable for our actions and what we're doing to build our business, okay? And then a couple of the other documents that go along with that are every week, and these are also in the team page. Every week we have the weekly goal setting sheets, okay? So every week you're going to set your new goals for the week, see where you were last week and how you're doing this week. And that has a reflection. So you can, what do I need to be doing better? How can I better help my team and help develop a game plan for the following week? And then I have basically the same thing for the month. So you have your daily tracking, and then it's good to do the weekly goal setting sheet and the monthly goal setting sheet. And so what I recommended everybody to do at our first meeting was just to make a binder. So I just got a binder and I kind of organized all of my sheets, and I'm keeping my charts in there, my steps to success and my hundreds list, basically everything I need to be doing for Success Academy and, just to build my business. So that's just a quick overview of what we're doing. I'm not going to spend too much time on it because most of you should have read the overview and the commitment form. And so today, if you want to actually participate in the Success Academy, tomorrow is the last day to get me those commitment forms. So do that, and then you can spend the next 12 weeks with us. So that's just kind of the overview of what we're doing. So last week was our second meeting that we had on Monday. And if you are local to Central Ohio, like, you need to be coming to Monday Night Live at the office, okay? This is for the people who don't live by us. So, they can't just come see us whenever they want to or be with the group. There's power in the group atmosphere. And so unless, you have just something where you can't be there, you should be at the Monday Night Live meetings at the office, okay? So last week was week 1 or week 2. And last week we were talking about developing your why and also the importance of a 90-day game plan. And so I'm finding my spot. So all of you, I said to print out this before this call. So just be going through the sheet with me as I'm kind of talking through it. So the first part was, well, 1, you need to do your feedback on how you did last week. So obviously you can't interact with me right now, but let me know how you did your first week and maybe what was holding you back and how you could do better. I think at our meeting last week, everyone in general was like, man, this really just, the activity tracker brought to light what I was actually doing. And, before, maybe I thought that I was like doing a lot for my business, and then come to find out, like, I really wasn't doing that much. So, and it keeps you on task. I know personally for me, the moments that I was on Facebook and I just kind of caught myself start like scrolling through, I would stop and be like, okay, like I gotta go, like, do what I'm supposed to be doing. So it did a really good job of just keeping me on track for what I needed to do. So the it tip for last week was getting to your why. So a lot of time we spend so much time focusing on the how of this business. How am I going to promote? How am I going to grow my business? How am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? And very few times do we stop and think about the why. Why am I doing this business? What is it that motivates me? What is it that moves me? And so you need to stop and think about why you are doing this business. You need to just discovering what excites you. Having a strong why is what is going to get you through the tough times in this business. We say that if your why doesn't make you cry, you need to get a new one. So in the beginning, my why was just to get an extra $400 a month to pay for private school tuition. And so once I quickly met that, then I'm like, okay, I need to find a new why. So you need to have a strong why, and maybe it's to get out of debt. Maybe it's so you can buy that new car, or you can buy that new house finally, or your first home, or man, I got student loans or credit cards, or maybe I just wanted to take my family on our first vacation, or I just want time freedom. What is your why? Why are you doing this business? Okay, because that's what's going to get you through the tough times, the slow times, all those times that people quit on you and you're just rejected. People keep telling you no, or you're just tired. That's what's going to keep you going. Okay, and also, on the second page for week 2, I talked about that it's not only important of knowing your own why, but knowing your team's why too. So if you have a downline or members on your team, what is their why? Why are they doing this business? You need to find that out. They're more than just a number in your report. You need to know what moves them and why are they doing this business. So you guys can work on your goals together. Okay, so that was the overview of the IT tip for the week. And then the skill development was the importance of developing a 90-day game plan. And most of you have never participated in a 90-day game plan with us. And so you're like, I don't know what you're talking about. So a 90-day game plan is a business building strategy where you take a massive amount of action and it's condensed into a very short period of time, 90 days. And that seems to be about the right amount of time to create a lot of results where you can run really hard and then not get, so burnt out that you're just like done forever. And so it's proven, that even just these short bursts of energy can create huge differences in your business. I mean, I can pinpoint every promotion that I've gotten, every good bonus, everything has went back to it was part of a 90-day game plan. And so if you want more information on more specifics of it, check out Eric Worre's 90-day game plan video, because he has a lot of videos on that, and excuse me, they're very helpful. So it's just a business building strategy, and anyone who should use the 90-day game plan, anyone who's ready to take it to the next level. And you don't have to be like, oh, well, like you want to go from distributor to ambassador diamond in 90 days. Like, you have to have more realistic goals. Okay, I mean, you can do that, but you're not going to sleep or eat for 90 days. So it can be, maybe I want to be ruby in 90 days, or emerald or diamond, or maybe I want, a $2,000 paycheck, whatever it is. Just figure out your goal. But it's someone who's wanting to take their business to the next level. Again, this may not necessarily be for the brand new distributor who's just getting into business like this for the first time. It's just someone who's, I'm going, and I'm ready to take it up a level. And so I thought it was important to talk about this before we started this 12-week Success Academy, for the people who would want to incorporate Success Academy into a 90-day game plan. So where they're doing more intense, focused action, and a 90-day game plan will help them kind of focus their goals on what they would like to accomplish during our time in Success Academy. Okay, so that's what that is. Okay, so how do you create a 90-day game plan? First, you got to prepare, okay? You have to establish your why, which that's part of, you know, what we just did. So think about that. Establish your why. The next thing is to identify distractions and eliminate them. So I know for most of us, that is the killer for our business, is distractions. And it can come, you know, in the form of TV, or a spouse, or kids activities, like you got to run your kid to soccer or something like that, or TV, or maybe just some favorite hobbies, or negative people, Facebook, whatever. Distractions come in all shapes and sizes. And especially when you start tracking your time, you'll realize how much those distractions take away from your business and steal that valuable time that you have. Okay, so setting yourself up for success, you need to think about two things. I will stop blank. So what are you going to stop doing for the next 90 days? I will stop mindlessly scrolling on Facebook. I will stop with all of the, what's that game? Candy Crush. I don't want to, if you're complaining about your business, don't be sending me an invite to play Candy Crush. Okay, let's just put that out there. You know, I'll stop spending so much time watching TV or gossiping or being around negative people. What are you going to stop doing? And then what are you going to start doing? I'll start organizing my office or like a workspace. I'm going to start blitzing. I'm going to start wearing my lanyard everywhere I go. I'm going to start keeping wraps and party pads on me. I'm going to start spending time on self-development every day. And I'm going to complete my steps to success tracker every day. I'm going to do my monthly reflection sheets. What are you going to start doing every day to help with your distractions? Okay. Next, you need to get a vision. What is your big picture for the Success Academy and then the 90-day game plan? What is your life going to look like when that happens? No one who is an Ambassador Diamond with It Works Global, before they hit that rank, they never said, oh, I never think about what it's going to be like when I'm ambassador. Yes, you do. If you're trying to get to diamond right now, don't tell me like, oh, I've never thought about what it's going to be like. You have to think about it. What is going to be different about your life when you make that happen? Okay, next, get your business set. What do you need to do to get your business up and running? Our business is pretty simple, so we don't have a ton of like inventory or stuff like that. But I do recommend, especially if you're new, setting up a space in your home to work. You don't have to like designate a whole room to be an office, but maybe it's just like a space on your dining room table where you can just like put your Success Academy binder, you know, your laptop, whatever. Maybe you need to order some Blitz cards or party pads or an It Works shirt or some extra wraps. You're out of wrap shop business. So what do you need to do to get your business running? And then if you are more seasoned in this business, you've kind of been around a while, my big recommendation is to make sure that you are very familiar with your reports in your back office. So like know how to, because especially using your charts, you got to know how to chart too. So know how to use your back office reports to check on everyone's volumes, to keep up with the auto ships, that kind of stuff. That's very important. And again, those people who've kind of been in a little bit longer. If you are not familiar with the charting data in your eSuite, you need to get on there and learn how to use it. It's under rank. We log in eSuite, rank. And then on the left-hand side, I'll say charting data. And so click on that. And then you can create charts for you up to diamond. And then you can go in and you can create charts for your downline too, up to diamond. So I highly recommend that. Okay, so getting your business set up. Next thing is set your business hours. Okay. That is a major killer of people too. A tip that was told to me in the beginning was, because I was having issues with time management. And it goes back to that no one is telling you what to do, when to do it in this business. You are responsible for your own business. And it was told to me, okay, Kara, so when you have a regular job, you have to go clock in and then you go and you clock out, okay? You need to be clocking in and clocking out of your business. Sorry, I'm checking. Okay, you have to clock in and clock out of your business. So you need to set up your business hours. And I also know that it's hard, especially when you are part-time or you like, dude, I only have like 2 hours a week to work this business. That's fine. But you need to put that 100% in those 2 hours of business, okay? So set up your hours. Are you going to be, first decide, am I going to be full-time? Am I going to be part-time? What are your business hours? Maybe that's, if you're part-time, maybe it would be like in the evenings, like Monday through Friday, 7 to 9. Okay. Weekends, you could do a little bit more, maybe Saturday, like 9 to 3 or 10 to 4 or something, whatever. Just set your business hours for whatever it is and put it on your calendar and stick to it. And during that time, make sure you're doing those income producing activities, because if you take this activity tracker right here and just 2 hours of solid calling people or texting or meetings, like you can get a whole week's worth done in that short amount of time, as long as you're focused. So do that. Setting your business, connecting and using the tools. Let's just using what we have given you. Okay, so make sure you're engaged on the team page. Make sure you're using all of the tools in your back office. Make sure you're doing the training academy, the 100-day social adventure. You know how to use that. Take advantage of the GoPro stuff, the GoProAllAccess.com. I use that for my training and stuff every day. And then, okay, let's see. Following the system, again, this works. The steps to success works. The 30-day checklist for new distributors, the new distributor interview, and then the weekly activity trackers that we have set up, those work. So make sure you're following that system. And again, it can be kind of overwhelming in the beginning, but if, I've talked about this, like Lala, me and her were talking about this, and Amanda, those of us who've been in for over 2.5 years, like, can you imagine where we would be at today if we've been doing this the whole time? So just trust the system and following that. And the next thing is to developing your team. So for the next 90 days, for a 90-day push, you should find 5 team members to lock arms with and do work. And you're like, I don't have 5 people on my team. Okay, if you do not have downline team that can do this with you, go cross-line. Find some people on Team All In that you can just kind of like lock arms with and share goals. And it just helps having an accountability partner, people just to hold you when you don't feel like going anymore. And then also you can be there to push and encourage and motivate the other people, okay? So I challenge you to find 5 team members. So look on Team All In or send out some messages or whatever. Get 5 people, and then ask them what their rank goal is for, you know, the end of July. Just that's a good starting point. And if you're curious about who's participating in this, whoever's been commenting on the Success Academy stuff, and I'm sure people, you know, are excited to have some more partners. I don't think anyone will tell you no, right? So do that. Think about how you can, if you do have a team, think about ways that you can increase your accountability with your team. Do you need to start calling your team weekly? Do you need to do a Facebook group message? Don't do a separate Facebook group page. It doesn't work. If you try to take your team and break off from the whole team, it doesn't work. We're better together, okay? So do a little group message. What are you going to do when your team hits their rank goals? How are you going to celebrate with them? That's stuff to start thinking about. So my my tips are to do your trackers every week. So my kind of recommendation for this whole deal is every week on Sundays, I get out my calendar. So I have a weekly planner, and I get out my planner and I look it over, and I get out my weekly goal setting sheet, and I take the time to look over how I'm spending my time. I highlight blocks of time off on my calendar ahead of time. And because my calendar is broken off like hour by hour. And so I will highlight blocks of time every day. And that's the time that I know I'm going to spend working my business. So during this block of time, I'm going to make calls. During this block of time, I'm going to follow up with my team. This time, I'm going to go work out. I have to schedule my workouts. And then I fill out my weekly kind of reflection, and I set my goals. Like, how many hours do I want to work my business this week? You know, if you're like, oh, I'd like to work a lot, I mean, you have to be specific, okay? What's your intention going to be for the week? What do you intend to do? What are you going to accomplish this week? You have to, every week, you have to know what you're going to get done. And because doing this, the daily, keeping track of your activities, that's going to help you accomplish your weekly goals, okay? And then doing your weekly goals, that is going to help you accomplish what your monthly goals are. And your monthly, that's what's going to take you to your 90-day goals, your 6-month goals, your 1-year goals. Where do you want to be at a year from now in your business? It's easy to come in or just be like, oh, a year from now, I'm going to be Ambassador Diamond. But I don't have a plan. I'm not really sure what I'm doing. I'm just kind of out here hanging out. These activities, this system is going to work to help you reach those goals. Okay, so it's pretty simple. Yes, it's scary. I'm scared doing this. I don't like doing this tracker, because it calls me out. It calls me out on what I'm doing. And also, you know, one of my big issues is I spend a whole lot of time doing stuff for my team. And that's something that's easy to get kind of sucked into once you start developing a team. Is it's easy just to start kind of go into management mode and start doing everything for your team. And then when I look at my own tracker, I'm like, well, what did I do to build my business this week? That's also something that's going to keep you on track with that and keep you from falling into that trap. And so this week, your homework for this week is to fill out your why. So you're going to do your why this week. Figure out why you're doing this business. And if it takes you a little bit, that's okay, because it's not something that just right off the bat comes to people. I have to really sit and think about my why, especially after I hit my initial why, which was the $400 a month. So figure out why you're doing what you're doing. Take the time to do the feedback on how you did your first week. And just be honest with yourself. This is all about us taking personal responsibility to build our business. You know, the success or failure of my business is not the responsibility of my upline, my downline, my sideline. It's not the company. It's not the product. It's not the compensation plan. It's all up to me and what I'm willing to do to build my business, how I'm willing to grow, how I'm willing to step up. So just get real with yourself so you can start improving on the areas that you need to. And then just take what I would do is the preparation, break down each bullet point of the preparation that I went over and figure out each one. What are the distractions you need to get rid of? What's your vision? What do you need to do to get your business set up? What are your business hours going to be? Make sure you're connected and using the tools, getting on the calls, being engaged on the team page, using all the tools that we've provided you, following the system, actually doing what we're teaching you to do, working on developing your team, and then creating a daily and a monthly plan. So you need to look, where do I want to be in 90 days? So like at the end of July, let's just say it's the end of July. So at the end of July, what is my goal? So I need to set that goal, and then I need to work backwards from it. Okay. So I know that, say I want to go diamond in July and it's May, and say I'm a Ruby, or say I was executive last month. This month I know I need to go Ruby. I need to go Ruby in May. Okay. So what do I need to do to hit Ruby this month in May? Next month in June, I need to go Emerald. Okay. You need to know how to go Emerald. And then you need to know who are your 2 Rubies. You need to know how to chart and say, okay, so what do I need to do to go Emerald? And then in July, okay, so what do I need to do to go Diamond in July? Who's your Emerald going to be? Who's your Diamond, or who's your Ruby? And who's your 3-400 legs? So you need to break it down step by step. And then you take it all the ways down to what you are doing daily to build your business. Okay. And then launch and go. So we're in the middle of it. If you've never been part of a 90-day game plan, I have. So, and there's plenty of other leaders on our team page who have as well. And we can do it with you. And people are like, man, I don't have a team, or maybe I have a team and nobody's doing anything. Do one by yourself. Do a 90-day game plan by yourself. Okay. Because there are other cross-line people that are working right now. So, but you can do it like by yourself. You just decide. I tell everybody, you decide when business is slow. Okay. You determine slow. And so if you're ready just to go and just hustle and run and make your dreams come true, then you go do it. Okay. So, decide what your 90-day game plan will be. What do you want to accomplish in the next 90 days? And then take it to your upline and go over that with them. Okay. So next week is going to be good. I'm excited about next week. It's developing and growing your list. Basically, you know, we hear it all the time. Oh, man, I've talked to everybody I know about my business. All my friends, all my family. I don't have anybody else to talk to. What do? I got the perfect solution for you. Okay, so you need to be here for that. So join us next Sunday again at 4:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And again, for those of you who are in Central Ohio, our Monday Night Live is tomorrow night at 7 p.m. At the team headquarters in Groveport. And so I hope to see you there. And everyone's Success Academy tally sheets are due tomorrow at noon on the team page. Okay. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and message me if you have any questions. Okay. I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya.